Ma, I need an adult.
I am an adult. By the way, I only hit you because I had pent-up aggression against your father.
I don't know how many times I have to say it, but the New Jersey Republican Party is the Washington Generals to the Democratic Party's Harlem Globetrotters, meaning they're in on it. They're in on it too, right? It's the bureaucratic plantation, not the Democratic or the Republican plantation, but the bureaucratic plantation. And one of the main patterns that I've seen come out of media, and you can see this pattern from things such as Gamergate or any of the multiple, oh my goodness, we got to get this person off of death row things that the media really push forward, the George Floyd's and the like, is that they'll take one thing and blow it up. But when you look into it, it's actually something that isn't even noteworthy, if we're being real about it. This is coming to us from New Jersey Globe. Following Einstein text, NJGOP moving to adopt harassment and personal conduct policy. Lavery, we take the allegations against committee member Einstein very seriously. This is written by David Wildstein. Here's Weinstein right here, and he must have done something so terrible. He must be locked up and imprisoned, right? Because we do have these things called laws in place. So if he's broken a law, by all means, this monster needs to go away forever. Let's get into that energy. Let's take that energy. Yeah, oh my goodness. Rah. Let's go at Mr. Einstein here. Ironically named much. The New Jersey Republican State Committee has called a special meeting for January 27th to consider a sexual harassment and personal conduct policy that would apply to elected state committee members, GOP State Chairman Mike Lavery said today. The move comes 4 days after a Joshua Sotomayor Einstein, Okay, seriously, proofread your shit, Wildstein, because I saw that the first time I read it, and it was like, the move comes 4 days after a Joshua Sotomayor Einstein, a GOP state committee member from Hudson County, admitted to, get this, emotionally abusing women that he referred to as, drumroll please, birds. Oh my God. You have to go and get Mac and Mac and Dennis and Frank and Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because they call D a bird all the time. My goodness. Oh no. And that's on television. Oh, get your pitchforks and your pearls, baby. We clutching the pearls and lighting the forts. The torches. There we go. You don't light a pitchfork. Anyways, the move comes 4 days after a Joshua. Okay, we take the allegations against committee member Einstein very seriously, Lavery said. Oh my God, politics. It's all political theater, guys. It's all political theater. Text messages obtained by the New Jersey Globe show Einstein, a 38-year-old Republican state committeeman from Hoboken, disclosing his conduct to another GOP activist. TLN Gilhoy released the text on Friday. I convinced this one really dumb bird I was totally emotionally abusing, that it was her idea to sex in the courtyard, roof, and gym bathroom of my old building, said Einstein. It's weirdly worded. It was my idea, and yes, I was a horrid person. Anything strike this to you guys about as being fake a little? Like, this doesn't strike me as real. I was a horrid person. Oh, yes. First and foremost, Josh, may I ask, why were you texting Tia this? What were you trying to do? Was this a flex? But you call yourself a horrid person. So, did you go to one of these reprogramming camps and you've come back a different person? Like that episode of Family Guy where Peter went to the women's camp and he came back completely in his feels? Oh my God, go away. He came back completely in his feels. I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. We're too deep now. No. What happened, Josh? What's going on, buddy? Let me know. This is strange. This is strange. Like, why did you even, like, were you trying to smash Tia? So you was flexing like, yo, man, I'm telling you, you smarter than these other bros. So, I feel a different connection with you. So I can tell you, oh man, those other bros, they was nothing. They meant nothing. I mean, I had this really dumb broad. Not even broad, bird. No, I was totally I was totally emotionally abusing. Do you really talk like this? Do you really, like, it's so awkward and strange. Like, do you really talk like this, my guy? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Einstein confirmed that the text messages were his. I don't extol those times, he said, referring to events 2 years ago when he was 36 and already an elected party leader, but I admit them. The Hudson GOP State Committee woman, Irene Kim Asbury, has called on Einstein to resign, and Republican gubernatorial frontrunner Jack Ciattarelli bashed him for his behavior. This feels like what behavior? That's my question. Like, what behavior? What, like, he said is apparently this is like a private conversation between him and Tia, and he's just like, oh yes, I'm oh so bad, I'm oh so terrible. Like, really? So, like, it's so unnatural. I'll put it to you like that. It comes across as very unnatural and manufactured, and a means, because we've been noticing this pattern on the channel for a while now, where the blue team goes, it sat there during the electoral process, when people were questioning the election, they're like, oh, well, you can't question the election. It's like, wait, that's not how America works. We can question whatever the hell we want. But there were a lot of, New Jersey Republicans who are like, oh my goodness, no, gotta disavow, because of I'm telling you, optics and political theater are the biggest hindrances to, our republic, because it's all about how things look as opposed to how things are. It's all about emotional responses instead of, looking at things from a logical standpoint. It's all about the chaos, right? The emotional chaos, and not really logical, wait, sit down and let's chop this out thinking. The New Jersey GOP has been a leader in changing the culture of misogyny surrounding New Jersey politics. Lowry said, we are committed to creating partnerships with campaigns that mandate strict standards against sexual harassment, and we will always hold ourselves to the same standard. Here's the deal. Go to the cops, right? If you go to the police and you got police reports and stuff like that, then great. Okay, cool. But if that ain't the case, then shit, like why are you bringing this even to my attention? Like, he hasn't been charged with anything. No one came forward and said, oh my goodness, he TJ Miller'd me and had me locked up in the basement, giving me kidney shots while he was hitting it from the back. Like, nobody came forward and said this. This is just, oh, these were released to the New Jersey Globe. Like, man, hard pass on this bullshit, bro. This is weak fucking sauce. And I think you should notice. I think you do notice. This is weak sauce. This is anything to distract from the fact that we got real damn problems. This ain't it. This is just, hey, CYA, New Jersey Republicans. In early 2020, then Republican State Chairman Doug Steinhardt became the first from either party in New Jersey to announce that he would deny party support to anyone who requires non-disclosure agreements that would prevent them from commenting publicly on toxic workplace environments on political campaigns. Honestly, I think that integrity trumps NDAs or anything else like that. It's one thing to have a non-disclosure agreement, true enough, but if what you're witnessing crosses over into the illegal, or if you yourself are violated to a point, to an illegal point, then guess what? Go to law. I'm sorry, go get a report, because they're the ones that are there to help you. I can't fucking help you. I wish I could. I genuinely do. I wish I were Superman, but I am not. I'm just some dude. I'm a peasant like you. So thusly, we have these things in order there. And I really think that a police report having some kind of documentation that, yeah, I went and sought the police regardless, when it happens, is far more advantageous. It's just far more, is a far more solid standard than, oh, well, you said it, so it must be true. Because people like to lie. People love to lie. I mean, they get off on that shit a lot of times. Settarelli last year announced that his campaign had adopted an anti-harassment policy and that former state senator Diane Allen would be the campaign's point person on toxic workplace investigations. Deal is that the police should be the point person on toxic workplace investigations because like these people have like what, no investigate, like what does it take to become an HR person except for a freaking recommendation? I mean, like, oh yeah, I need a job. Yeah, you can come here working in HR, push this paper from left to right for 8 hours a day. Like that's kind of what it is. And because it's designed to, create more space for women in the workforce. And honestly, women can't replace police. I'm sorry. Like a trained investigator should be far more valuable. A trained investigator should be far more valuable than somebody's fucking word because people like to lie. And honestly, none of this really passes the sniff test. It doesn't. But it does go towards that virtue signaling and that, oh my God, yes, we're still going to play. It goes towards that playing that establishment game that, oh my goodness, we have to, that the false god of equality that I speak of oh so often. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of you boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually demolish the description. All the clicks. Click everything in that box and speak. Let me know. Oh, wow, that's kind of dirty. And speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? This is a non-story. This is a genuine non-story, but because of optics and political theater and having a media, New Jersey's media is the worst. Having a media that pushes narratives and pushes towards this, real feminization of all things, then, what can we as men do except for say, hell no, that's bullshit. And that's just how we rock over here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until the next one.